Good evening to all. I will start the session. So, thank you everyone remembered. In the last session, our last topic is data types. Okay, what we covered under data types? Under data types, we discussed two things. That is, we categorized into two types. One is primitive and another one is non-primitive. So in the last session, we completed the primitive data types. Along with that one, we also completed the concept of type conversion and type casting. Okay, in this session, first we are moving into non-primitive data types. Generally, primitive data types in the sense single valued format, non-primitive data types in the sense multi-valued format. Non-primitive data types in the sense multi-valued format. Okay, what are the different non-primitives? The last class I shown. Anyway, I will explain. Class, interface, array, enum. Right now, ignore all these three. We know only one. Anyway, we will discuss all the things. By the end, we will cover all the things. Right now, you know only one topic, class. I already discussed class. Yes or no? Class is a blueprint or a logical structure which is used to generate an object. A class consists of properties, behavior. That means variables and methods. Variables are used to hold the data. Methods are used to perform an action on the data. Yes or no? That is called class. Non-primitive means group valued. That means each and everything we are storing multiple set of items. Okay. Up to now, I discussed only the class. Now, the classes are also divided into two types. One is predefined class. Second one is user-defined class. One is predefined class. Second one is user-defined class. What is the meaning? Predefined. The classes that are already defined by the Java developer. The classes that are already defined by the Java developer, those are called predefined classes. User defined classes means user, that is we, the users defining our own classes. The user defining our own classes, that is called user defined. In the last class, we discussed data types 1, data types, display, typecast. So we are writing different classes. All those are user defined. So within the main, you are using one word, string. So this string is a predefined class. In the print statement, you are using one word, system. This system is a predefined class. You got it? So the classes that are already defined, the classes that are already defined. So predefined class, user defined class. Now coming to the concept of variables. Coming to the concept of variables in Java. Based on the data type, variable definition is, you know, that one which is used to hold some value. So just for understanding only, I given the definition. Actually, the variables also store not only the data, store the object. First of all, before going to explain what is an object, object object is called instance of a class. Object is called instance of a class. Suppose assume my class name is sample. My class name is sample. Whatever the members available in the class, The members are accessed by using an object. The first question is, how do we create an object? The syntax is class name space some object reference is equal to new class name of everyone. How to remember the syntax? Class name object reference is equal to new class name. For example, sample s1 is equal to new sample of sample s1 is equal to new sample of. So by this we are creating one object. Now the coming to the concept of variables. Generally these variables are also categorized into two types based on data types. Based on data types, that means primitive data type variables, non-primitive data type variables. Primitive data type variables, non-primitive data type variables. Primitive data type variables hold single value like this one, int a is equal to 5. In this example, a is called primitive data type variable. Why? Integer is a primitive data type. Integer is a primitive data type. So a is called primitive data type variable. What is mean by non-primitive? Here S1 is object. General name is variable. What is the type? Class. You got my point? Class is a non-primitive. You understand the point? Primitive data type. So the variables that are declared with one, like into SHA-2. So what it contains? They hold the values. Yes or no? Non-primitive. What it contains? It does not contains the value. It contains reference. Object reference. The variables that are declared with non-primitive data types. Any one this. Non-primitive hold object references. I think you know that one. Based on your previous data type concept, you understand this one. Okay. Now enter into one of the most important topic. Rename. So one important topic in Java programming, very not important. So very important, that is static keyword. Static. So this static term plays a lot of changes in the program. Plays a lot of changes in the program. What is the static keyword? What are the different variations under static keyword? Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute, please. Okay, I will explain. 1 second. Now we will discuss static keyword. This static keyword will decide, the static keyword in Java will decide the memory location of the variables or a components or a classes, etc. Anything. Anyway, Very, very important. I will repeat one more time. Understand carefully. So that much important. That is the reason I repeated multiple number of times. Okay. The concept is static keyword. The static keyword decides the memory location, decides the memory location of the programming components. Programming components means class, interface, variables, enums, etc. For each and every memory location is decided by static. Now, in JVM, in Java Virtual Machine, we have many types of memories. Mainly, anyway, I will draw the diagram later. Mainly, two memories are available. One is class area, second one is heap area. One is class area, another one is heap area. Suppose if any programming component, I think you understand what is mean by programming component. Anything, variable, method, block, constructor, classes, interfaces, everything is generally called programming components. Suppose if any component that is displayed with the static keyword will get the memory within the class. That is where the class is loaded. Within the class only, for that components the memory is allocated. The memory is allocated. Now the programming components that are declared without static keyword, they will get the memory within the object. Remember, this class area is called class memory. This heap area is called object memory. Heap area is called object memory. Now you understand the point. Any component that is declared with the static, the memory is a very crucial role in Java. Declare with the static, the memory is inside the class. Without static, the memory is within the object. First point. Second, any static programming components. Suppose inside a class, programming components in the sense we are writing a class. Inside the class, either a variable, block, method, constructor, interface, abstract class. Inside the class, the programming components are accessed by using class name. I will give you the example, then you will understand clearly. The static components are accessed by using class name. Why? Why? The components are stored inside the class, so they can be accessed by using class name. The non-static, without static in the sense, the non-static components are available inside the object. So they can be accessed they can be accessed by using object. They can be accessed by using object. So just now I given the basic definition. I given the basic definition in terms of memory location. Now, just now you know the only one term variable. Based on static keyword, the variables are divided into two types. One is static variable, second one is non-static variable. Now you understand static variables that are declared in by using static keyword, and we can access the static variables by using class name. By using class name, non-static variable, the variables that are declared without static keyword, and they are accessed by using object name, okay. Generally this non-static is again divided into two types. The non-static category is instance variable, local variable. Instance variable, local variable. Instance variable means the non-static variables related to object. So the non-static variables that are declared outside of the method. I think everything is confusing to you. I will write down one program, you will get understand. The non-static variable that are created outside of the method are called instance variable. The non-static variable that are defined inside the method, those are called local variables. Those are called local variables. Right now you understand three types of variables. Anyway, first I will write down the program, then you will understand the complete details. See, okay, understand this program. What a class contains of? A class consists of variables and methods. So right now you know only one method. What is that particular method? Right now you know only one method, that is called main method. That is called main method class. For example, the class name is demo variables. For understanding, inside a class, we are defining one variable. Suppose int a is equal to some 10. Yes or no? Like this, not only in the main method. Here, int a is equal to 10. Now, static into some b is equal to 20. Understand? Here a is the variable. Comment. This is double slash represent single line comment. In the last session I give slash u star. You can write any number of lines star u slash. But here if you want to write the comment in single line, double slash. This is called instance variable. How can you say that? You are declaring a variable inside the class, not inside the method. Here there is no method. So without static instance variable, this is called static variable. Now I will write down one method. You will understand. Public static void main of string args of string args. This is a method. This is a method. For example, int c is equal to 30. Now this one is called local variable. I think you got the point. So the variables that are declared outside the method, so this is inside. Here close. This one is called inside the method. Inside the method, we are declared the variable. This is called local variable. Outside the method, we are declaring the variable with static. That is called static variable. Outside of the method, we are declaring the variable with non-static. Without static, this is called instance variable. So the first point is completed. Yes or no? Now, previously I used one word. We can access the instance variables by using object. Yes or no? Why? The instance variables are loaded whenever an object is created. Remember the point. When the memory is allocated, the instance variable will get the memory within the object. The instance variable will get the memory within the object while object creation. That is, at the time of we are creating an object, they are allocating the memory. Now, exactly what is static variable? The static variable will get the memory within the class. The static variable will get the memory within the class while class loading. Whenever we are loading the class, automatically static variable will get the memory. Whenever you are creating an object, then instance variable will get the memory. Now here what is the, suppose system dot out dot println. For example, I am printing the variable b is equal to, again I am repeating, this is just for display purpose. Whatever you are written in double quotation, so b value is equal to, so that is exactly printed plus. Here you are writing the variable b. Directly it is possible? No. Directly it is not possible to use the static variable. Static variable are accessed by using class name dot variable. Clear? Static, this is the static variable. How can we access static variable? Class name. Why? B is not available directly. B is available inside the class. Understand what, now what dot specify? Belongs to. Understand its meaning? You will clear idea. Dot to specify belongs to. Now B belongs to this class. Fine? Okay. Now system dot out dot println, suppose c value is equal to, where c is available, c is available inside the method. So when the local variable will get the memory, at the time of object creation, no. At the time of class loading, no. Whenever a method is executed, while the method execution, the local variable will get the memory once the method completed. That means the memory is available within this only. Here inside this one, the memory is created. Once we comes out of this bracket means the memory is destroyed. For that, no need to use anything. Why? Inside the main only the variable is available. But here B is not available inside. B is available somewhere. Okay. You are printed static variable, local variable perfectly. Now my aim is I want to print the instance variable also. How? Instance variable where they are created? Up to now the memory is not allocated. Remember, up to now the instance variable memory is not allocated. When the memory is allocated, whenever we are creating an object. How to create an object? Class name, some object. You can use any name for object. For example, object is equal to new class name of, this is the syntax. Class name OB is equal to new class name. Whenever an object is created, inside the object, the memory is allocated for the variable. The memory is allocated for the variable. Now, print this one. How to print the a value? Object name dot ob dot, I said dot to specify belongs to. C is instance. Everyone fixed, remember, instance means object. Blindly follow. Instance means object, static means class. C belongs to object. Now save and execute the program. Demo variables dot java. Those are command prompt. What is my location? D drive, Java, that's D4. Now Java C space demo variables. Spelling mistake. Variables variables dot Java. Error. What is the error? File not found error. File not found error. See the spelling mistake. DEMO VARAIBLES. Now okay. Check this program. DEMOVARI. So that is the mistake. So see this one. You have to save the class name and the program name same. VARIABLS. Actually, this is the definition. Variables. Save the program and execute one more time. Java C space demo variables dot Java. Now, okay. Now, based on this one, the remaining spelling mistake. See this one here again. Variables. Variables. Just spelling mistake only. Okay, again here also save. Finally, ob dot. Sorry, here what is the variable name? No one said the answer. I typed wrong. Ob dot a. Here my instance variable is a, not c. Now perfect. So only spelling mistakes. Follow carefully. Demo variables. Demo variables. See this one. A value, B value, C value executed successfully. Executed successfully. Now, one important question. One important question. So I said one point. The non-static is divided into instance and local. Now, what is my question? Define local static variable. Local static variable. Up to now I given only local means that is non-static. But what about local static variable? According to your assumption, local means within the method is called local. Within the method is called local. Yes or no? Local static means if you are using like this. Yes or no? That is called local static. Remember, there is no concept of local static. Why? The local variables are stored while method execution. The local variables are stored while method execution, but static is loaded whenever the class is loaded. It completely violates the property. You got the point? It completely violates the property. Now, I think we have one assignment question to you. Think I written or not written? One second, I will check. Ah, yes. So this is your question. You need to practice. Display some customer details by using class concept object. In this my class name is this one. Create three instance variable and two static variable and inside the main print all those things. You got my point? Just for practicing inside the main print all those things. Now clear the point? This is the concept of static variable. Static variable. Okay, the next one is got one message. Sir, that components compulsory or optional? Here components means compulsory or optional means generally minimum variable is required for writing a program or minimum method is required for writing a program. So minimum some basic things are required for writing a program. So components, without components we are unable to write the program. Now variable is completed. Obviously what the class, the my first component is completed. So a class consists of some basic programming components. Under that, first I will write down what are the programming components. Variables, methods, constructor, block, like this some are there. First my variable is completed. Now I am moving to the concept of methods. Move to the concept of methods. So what is mean by method? Methods are simply an action which are executed to generate some results. So method means simply an action that is performed on the variable to do one task. Here also, based on the static keyword, methods are divided into two types. One is static method. One is static method. Second one is non-static method. Static method, non-static method. So here there is no concept of local. Remember, local means that is available inside the method, that is called local. Here my concept is only method, there is no concept. Now obviously the non-static methods are called instance methods. The non-static methods are called instance methods. I think you know, you are writing a method inside a program. If any method that is declared with the static keyword, any method that is declared with the static keyword, that is called static method. If you are declaring a method without any static keyword, that is instance method. Static means same. Now static method is belongs to class. That is whenever we are loading the class, the static methods, the memory is allocated. Whenever we are creating an object, the non-static methods, the memory is allocated. I will show you the diagrammatical approach. Anyway, first understand the theory. I given one program. For that program, I will explain execution. Okay, non-static instance methods. Generally, the static methods are accessed by using class name. Non-static methods are accessed by using object name. Yes or no? Everything is same. First of all, you have to know the syntax of the method. What is the syntax of the method? The method syntax is return type, name of the method. Anyway, by writing one or two programs, you will clearly understand, no problem. Return type, name of the method, brackets, parameter list. Open the bracket. Here you are writing some action, that is whatever the logic you want to do, you will write. Whatever the logic you want to do, you will write. For example, I want to perform addition of two numbers by using the concept of method. See this one. Assume my method name is add. Parameters means input. For example, int a comma int b. Within this one, I am performing some operation. C is equal to a plus b. Return C. Now understand? So add is the name of the method which consists of two parameters. Now body means the action. On these two parameters we are performing some operation and we are returning one value. What is the value? C. Which data type? Integer. So return type integer. You got to understand? Return type means after performing some operation, if you want to return any value, if you want to return some value, so the type, which type of value we are returning, which type of value we are returning. Clear the point? Now this is the method. Before this return type, if you are using static keyword, before this return type, if you are using static keyword, then that is called a static method. That is called static method. If you are not using this one, then that is called instance method. That is called instance method. Anyway, first to write down one example program. Class demo methods. Class demo methods. Inside this one, first to understand the concept carefully. Here, how many types of variables you want? Parallelly, already I explained the variables. Anyway, write down the variables. Static int some a is equal to some 10. So first I created one static variable. Parallelly understand int b is equal to some 20. Create one instance variable. Create one instance variable. Now void return type. Void is also one return type. Void means in the method we are performing some operation. The method does not return any value. So int means it returns integer value, float means it returns float value. Suppose after performing the operation also the method does not want to return any value, that is called void. For example, void, use the name of the method. You can give any name. Now this is the basic example. I does not require any parameters. Parameters not compulsory. Here void means how can you say that it does not return any value means I return void. Here no parameters. Simple example. First I will write down one simple example. Within the function what I am doing, just to display the values, just to print the values. I think you understand my point. So outside the method, I created two variables. One is static, another one is instance. Now inside this one, print the value some a is equal to plus a. A is equal to plus a. Understand? Here I am not using demo methods dot a. Why? I will explain. S capital. Now system dot out dot println e is equal to plus b. Here also I am not using ob dot. Anyway, close this one. Anyway, close this one. Like this, I create one more method. I create one more method. Assume the method name is fun2. Now here what I am using, one static variable, one instance variable. In the similar fashion, I mark this one as static. So right now what I have? I have one static method. Yes or no? One static method, one instance method, one static method and one instance method. Very good. Now after completion, public static void main string args of string args of. Always, I already in the first two session or second session I said one point. Whatever the order, in which order we are writing the program, that is not considered. What is the first to executable statement? Main is the starting point. Main is the starting point. Main is the first to executable statement. Okay. Here I am not calling this one within the main method. I am calling the function. Observe, the static and instance variables are used inside this one. No problem. Where these are available? These functions are also available inside the class. Suppose understand demo variables, sorry, demo method, demo methods, class name dot fun one of. I think you got my point. So first, what is the first executable statement? First main is executed. Okay. I enter inside the main. Inside the main, I call the static method fun1. Whenever I am calling this method, whenever I am calling this method, automatically the control moves to this one. Actually, this is called function definition. Execute this one. Execute this one. Now, how to call fun2? Directly not possible. Yes or no? Fun2. It is an instance method. Demo methods. Some OB is equal to new demo methods of. So first to create an object, OB dot fun2 of. close this main method, close the class. You got my point? For example, here I want to, sir, here you are using directly the variable AB. AB, you are not using static. No problem. Why? Because inside this is the normal methods, not main methods. Inside these regular methods, you can use directly. For example, inside this main method, if you want to print A, compulsory you need to write class name demo methods dot A. Got my point? So understand the thing is, I am not calling the variables. The variables are written inside the method. I am calling the method. Okay. Program is completed successfully, but it gives one problem. It gives one error. Everyone remember, a static method can access only static variable. A static method can access only static variable. Here, A is the static variable. Inside the fun one, we are using the variable A, no problem. But B is an instance variable. Remember, B is an instance variable inside the static method. Inside the static method, it is not possible to call the instance. Why? First the class is loaded. At the time of the class is loaded, there is no object. Where the B memory is allocated? B memory is allocated within the object. At the time of loading the class, B is not available, but you are trying to use B. You got my point? It gives an error. This statement gives an error. But in this, no problem. Sir, fun2 is a non-static. In the non-static, I can use static, no problem. Why? Whenever an object is created, before the creation of an object, the class is already loaded. If the class is already loaded means, if the class is already loaded means, simple thing, all the things available in the class are ready to use. Anyway, I will execute and I will show you the error demo methods dot java. In the command prompt, java c demo methods dot java. See this one, we are getting one error. What is error? Understand, non-static variable B cannot be referenced from a static context. Yes or no? B is the non-static variable. It is not allowed to refer from a static context. That is the error. Save and then run the program one more time. Compiled successfully. Java space demo methods executed. So A is equal to 10 for the fun one, A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 20 for fun 2. I think you are understanding. Simply no problem. By moving on with the practice, you will get the complete idea. With the practice, you will get the complete idea. Anyway, I will give you all the information related to methods right now. So just now you understand what is a method. Now once you understand the concept of method, in that what are the different things I used? Two terms I used. One is called parameters and I am using one word return. Now I will explain all the things. What is mean by parameters? Parameters, for example, I am writing a function, assume void add of int a comma int b. Inside this one we are doing some logic. Actually this is the method, function or method, whatever it is, this is the method. Now remember, the method is not executed directly. Yes or no? See this program, here we have fun1 method and fun2 method. The methods are not executed. When the method is executed, whenever you are calling the method, whenever you are calling the method, then only the method is executed. Then only the method is executed. Yes or no? Now, for example, here I am calling the method add of 2 comma 3. Whenever you are calling the method by using object or by using class name, whatever it is, whenever you call the method, the 2 is copied into A, 3 is copied into B. Now, what is the parameters? Parameters are simply the variables which takes whenever we are calling the method. Based on the parameters, methods are divided into two types. The basic thing, one is method with parameters. Second one is method without parameters. Meaning is, so this is an example. We are creating a method fun1 without any parameter. Fun1 without any parameter. So this is an example method add with parameters. Okay, in the simple sense, the parameters are input to the method. Yes or no? By using this parameter only, we are performing the operation. By using the parameter only, we are performing the operation. So, generally, the parameters are input to the program, input to the method. Now, next one is return type. Return type, the keyword is return. What is mean by this one? So whenever I am calling the method, control goes here. Here we are performing some operation. Suppose c is equal to a plus b. So after performing the operation, if you want to return the value, so return c. What is the meaning? Whatever the answer I have, I return. The c is taken by this one. That means the methods after performing the operation, generally the method will return some value to the function caller. Whoever call the function, for that it returns the value. For that it returns the value. Clear? Based on the return type only, two types. One is, this is not compulsory, optional. That means a method with return type and a method without return type. A method with return type, a method without return type. Okay? Clear the point? Now, now I will give you one important point. Everyone follow this 10 minutes. This 10 minutes plays very crucial role. Very, very crucial role. Okay. One box. I will write down in the boxes. So one JVM is there. I think everyone know the term JVM. Inside the JDK, now the JVM takes the dot class file. The JVM takes the dot class file. Now I will write down the diagram. So inside the JVM, we have five types of memories. Inside the JVM, you have five types of memories. Among them, first I will explain three memories. All these boxes are represented the memory. Assume the first one, not assume, fixed. The first method is, this memory name is method area. You observe method area means another name is class area. Remember this one, but JVM the name is like this, but it is class area. This method name is heap area, and this one is Java stack area. Everyone remember, three method area, three areas: class area or method area, heap area, Java stack area. Heap area is also called as object area. Now, what happens? This program internally, how this program is executed, this is not visible. Yes or no? Internally, how this program is executed? first demo methods, the class is loaded. Yes or no? Demo methods, the class is loaded. So this is my class name. Okay. Whenever the class is loaded, what is the first executable statement? Main. Understand, before main, I used the word keyword static. I used one term static. What is the static? Whenever a class is loaded, yes or no? While class is loaded, all the static members will get the memory. That is the reason before the main I used the word static. See this one? So what is the first one? Automatically main is loaded. Automatically first main method is loaded. Understand? Just to loaded, not executed. Not executed, just to loaded. The all the executions are happened inside the Java stack area. These two are just for storing. Executions are done in Java stack area. Now that is, once the main is loaded inside the Java stack area, what happened? Inside the Java stack area, one method frame is created. This red color box. This red color box is called method frame. Internally, inside the Java stack area, one method frame is created. Now, this is the method frame. What is this one? This is main. That means, what is my first step? Whenever the main is loaded, automatically the main is copied into Java stack area for execution. Whenever the main is loaded, the main is copied into Java stack area for execution. Okay. Inside the main, what is the first step? This is the first step. Inside the main, that is the first step. So write down the first step. The first step is demo methods dot fun one off. Okay, demo methods dot fun one off. Okay, what happened? One more thing, whenever the main is loaded, whenever the class is loaded, so automatically the main is loaded, main move to execution. Yes or no? But before executing this one, the class is loaded. What class is loaded? What are the information inside the class? First, a is equal to 10. A is equal to 10. This is also loaded before execution. Actually, forgot to say before execution, A is equal to 10. Okay. Is the static or non-static? Static. If it is a static, what happened? Memory is allocated. Assume the square box represents memory. Memory is allocated. Now, the next step, B is equal to 20. B is equal to 20. But the memory is not allocated. Just for understanding, I am writing the entire class. If the memory is allocated, I write down in boxes. Now, what is the next one? Fun one. Is the fun one is the static or non-static? Fun one is the static. So, fun one, the memory is allocated. Now, fun 2, the memory is not allocated. Clear the point? So, while class loading, satisfied the meaning? While class loading, all the static information, static variable, static method will get the memory. But this B and fun2 not get the memory. When they get the memory, whenever you are creating an object, then only we get the memory. Okay. Anyway, the main is copied into Java stack area. Inside this one, the first step is demo methods one dot one. That means we are calling the fun one method. whenever you are calling the fun1 method, the fun1 method is loaded into the fun1 method is loaded into Java stack area. Every red box represent method frame. For every method, a frame is created. Now, what is the first step? This is the first step. Inside this one, what happened? Fun1 method is executed. Whatever the logic you written inside this one, what is the logic you written? You are printing a value. So obviously it prints a value is equal to 10 completed. Now fun1 is completed. Yes, this is not executed. This is comment. Once the fun1 is completed, what happened? The frame is destroyed. Once the fun1 is completed, the frame is destroyed. Now, so fun1 is completed successfully. It has no problem. A is equal to 10 printed. Why? Inside this one, the A is also available. You got my point? Up to no B, no memory. That is the reason the static method is unable to access non-static. Fun1 uses AY. All those are available in the same memory location. Now, next step. The first step is completed. This is the next step.